Yo, Big Kids back up in here. I forgot to mention, my bad, y'all. I forgot to make a video about this, but there's an account that's acting like they're me. They taking all my pictures, all Big Kish's pictures, and he's making it like it's him. It's making it like it's me, but it's not me. There's somebody in all the comments, they're telling you, they're leaving a number and telling you to hit them up, and they're acting like it's me. That is not me, y'all. Do not give nobody your money. I do not ask for money online. Please, y'all pay attention. There is someone in the comment section acting like they're me, and they're putting this number up there for you to contact, and I guess they're going to ask you for some money and all. I do not ask people for money online. Do not get scammed out there, y'all. Protect yourself, and if you see my picture, you know what I'm saying, asking and telling you to hit them up and with pictures and stuff, I mean with phone numbers, that is not me. That's not me. That is not me. That is not yo. Let's get it. That is not me. That's somebody else acting like they me. You know what I'm saying? But we about to go over how Drake went from GOAT to clown. He wasn't even a GOAT. He was the GOAT to some people. But we about to get into this video. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Y'all know I like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
I'm tired of this nigga fucking with me and all this shit, man. So the fact that these niggas is coming together finally, because it's not just about the elimination of Drake, you know, it's like,
Right.
Like, we're going to tear the head off whoever they got that they thought was in control.
Once hailed as the greatest of his generation, Drake has dominated the music industry for over a decade. Chart-topping hits, Grammy wins, sold-out tours. The Toronto rapper was once untouchable. But now, that legacy is unraveling. From rap beef losses to questionable industry moves, Drake's image has taken a massive hit. Fans are turning their backs. Peers are throwing shade, and even the media that once praised him is now calling him out.
To this day, I'm always excited, always super happy for all those guys. And I never had any resentment towards oh, you didn't stay on O.
He lying. He's lying in this interview right here. He did have resentment, and we're starting to see it oozing all out of his neck. We starting to see it right now. This is the Sandra side.
OVO. That was never really I'm not gonna say there weren't people that didn't feel a way about it, but that was never my thing. I never expected Abel to stay under OVO as soon as I heard him once express that he.
So how did Drake go from GOAT to clown? What really sparked the shift in public perception? Is it the endless disses, the awkward responses, or has the spotlight finally exposed cracks in the OVO empire? In this video, we're breaking down the key moments that flipped the narrative. From the Kendrick Lamar feud to the backlash over his recent album choices, we'll uncover why so many are fed up with Drake and why the culture is calling
I think he really wanted Sexy Red. I think he wanted her for real.
for accountability. Recently, in one of Drake's responses, he called out the growing list of artists, dissing him with a line that stood out. All you people teaming up, what is this, a 20 vs 1? That comment wasn't just for show. It reflected what many have been noticing. Major names like Rick Ross, A$AP Rocky, Kendrick Lamar, Future, Metro Boomin, The Weeknd, and others have publicly taken shots at Drake, leading fans and observers alike to ask the obvious question: why does it feel like the entire industry has turned on him?
Bro, you my GOAT, you my favorite artist. But bro, you gotta stop the nigga behavior, bro. Why are you so fucking niggas bitches, bro?
He might be trolling right there. Everybody, yo. These dudes are really trying to come at Dot for real. This is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy because he lost a rap battle. That's it. Imagine you going to a smack event. We see people lose all the time in real battle rap. You go into a URL event and somebody's so much of a sore loser, they start doing all the things that Drake is doing. Bruh, that's crazy, bro.
You know niggas gonna hate you for life off of that shit. here trying to sell these niggas business. Yo, The Weeknd, from what I've heard, he don't, like, they had a little tit for tat. Like, when they got heard, that nigga hate Drake because Drake tried to, or either his girl, bro. Like, Drake, like, you're foul for that. Why are you doing this?
To understand how this wave of backlash formed, it's important to start with two of its loudest voices, Future and Metro Boomin. Their involvement is key to breaking down this ongoing hip-hop conflict. While their issues with Drake have been well documented in recent months, it's the history between them that helps explain the bigger picture. The root of the tension appears to trace back to December 2022, when Metro Boomin dropped his album Heroes and Villains.
So what you really see is that people really don't like each other in the hip-hop industry. Well, let's just keep it at Drake. People really don't like Drake, but it's like, damn, he got the bag. So I'm going to just act like I'm going to do a little couple videos and then just get the bag off of him. Drake had a bag. He had the stimulus pack. Shit is over. It's over.
Drake was noticeably absent from the project, sparking speculation. Though no clear reason was given, fans took it as a sign of brewing conflict. The situation escalated after her loss. The joint album from Drake and 21 Savage kept taking home major awards, often beating out Heroes and Villains in key categories. This didn't sit well with Metro. He tweeted, "Yet her loss still keeps winning Rap Album of the Year over H&V. Proof that award shows are just politics and not for me. I don't care about awards, honestly. The true award and reward is knowing that the music I spend so much time on brings joy to people's everyday lives."
I was just in the studio with Drake one time because we were going to do some stuff on my album, and he just wanted to hear some songs from my album.
Y'all hear that?
And he heard that one and really wanted to get on it. But, like, I was letting him know that he was really just done for real, and I was really just set on how it was. I was like, bro, I ain't even trying to sell you no dream. Like, it's really, like, just locked in. I'm locked in where it was, but...
Although Metro quickly deleted the post, the frustration was clear. And so was the tension.
Drake so used to getting whatever song he want. Metro was like, bro, that joint already locked in, though, bro. That joint locked in already. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you ain't even getting that. You know how to land a dual sound, man. Look, it was like, nah, bro, it's already locked in. Drake ain't want to take no for an answer. I bet you 50 Cent.
Drake reportedly responded to this during a live stream, though he never mentioned names directly. While the situation wasn't confirmed to have started over the album snub or award losses, it definitely seemed to push things over the edge. The result? Metro and Future teamed up to drop not one but two full albums with lyrical content and collaborations clearly aimed at Drake. And they weren't alone. These projects featured a roster of artists who also had their own issues with Drake, turning what began as personal tension into a full-scale rap offensive. Why did Future, once considered a longtime ally of Drake, decide to take part in what's now being called the Rap Civil War? The exact origin of their falling out remains unclear, but several signs suggest tension had been building quietly for a while. Their last official collaboration was on Future's album, I Never Liked You. But after that release, rumors began circulating that their friendship might have hit a rough patch. Speculation became reality when Future openly dissed Drake on his joint project with Metro Boomin.
Kendrick Lamar Duckworth and Aubrey Drake Graham have disliked each other for a decade now. So we'll start with the Drake and J. Cole song, First Person Shooter, where J. Cole says he, Kendrick, and Drake are the big three of rap music. Now Kendrick responds and says there is no big three, it's just Big Me. To which J. Cole drops a diss of his own and apologizes 3 days after its release.
Bill, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I.
Formally exiting from this beef. For Drake's disses, he says Kendrick Lamar's son is not biologically his, that he's having relationship issues, and that Kendrick Lamar is physically abusive to his fiance. Now Kendrick calls Drake a rap colonizer, saying he just goes to black cultural touchstones to steal their slang and their accents to make music. Kendrick also claims not only is Drake a pedophile, but he employs pedophiles and also runs a sex trafficking operation through his home called the Embassy. As of today, Drake has been the last one to drop a response, but the overwhelming sentiment is that Kendrick Lamar has won this beef.
fans were left asking, what happened between the two artists who once dominated charts together? At first, social media assumed the rift was over a woman, as fans online loved to push that narrative. But Metro Boomin quickly shut that down, tweeting, "Stop making stuff up for engagement and enjoy the music." So with that theory dismissed, attention turned to loyalty. Metro and Future have a deep history together, both creatively and personally. Their connection is solid, and it's clear Future stood firmly on Metro's side once things soured between the
and 21 Savage gonna be standing on Future's side as well. I don't think, bro, Atlanta not gonna go against Atlanta for Drake. Now, as far as, I don't know what they doing. I think Drake is in their pockets. That's why they say like they don't want nothing to do with Kendrick. Like some of them don't want nothing to do with Kendrick Lamar. They just acting like he don't exist, or what's Not Like Us? What song? Oh, that's a song. You know it, Not Like Us. Stop playing. But Playboy Cardi, shout out to Playboy Cardi for not switching up, man.
Producer and Drake. It's worth noting that Metro's iconic producer tag is voiced by Future. If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. And now, it's clear. Metro and Future no longer trust Drake. Drake fired back too, in a leaked diss track.
If young Metro don't trust you,
Titled Push-Ups, he took direct shots. Aimed at Future, he rapped, "I could never be nobody's #1 fan. Your first #1, I had to put it in your hand." That line referenced their past collaborations, suggesting Future only reached certain milestones because of Drake's help. Then he targeted Metro with, "Shut your old ass up and make some drums," a dismissive jab at his beats and age. Whatever caused the initial split, it's obvious the feud had escalated. And when Metro and Future began assembling features for their first joint album, they didn't hesitate to call in another artist with long-standing tension with Drake, Kendrick Lamar.
It wasn't just the crowd. This was a message from UMG, a love letter sealed with a kiss, right? From UMG to Drake, letting him know that no matter what happens with that lawsuit, and they're confident will get dismissed, you are finished in this industry. You have no friends, only foes. They do not fear you, but worse, instead, they do not respect you. You better keep yourself in Australia or keep yourself in Canada. And judging like what's going on with the whole trade thing, I don't know.
Kendrick and Drake's conflict has been discussed for years, so a full breakdown isn't necessary here. But the backstory matters. In the early 2010s, Kendrick and Drake were actually aligned. Drake brought Kendrick on tour with A$AP Rocky and even collaborated with him on a few records. It looked like the start of a powerful alliance. Everything changed with Big Sean's track Control. On it, Kendrick delivered a verse where he declared lyrical war on everyone in the game, including Drake. While Kendrick made it clear it was all love, and many artists saw it as friendly competition, Drake didn't take it that way. When asked about it later, he said, "I didn't really have anything to say about it. It just sounded like an ambitious thought to me. That's all it was." Drake once made a confident statement, "I know good and..."
It's crazy how everybody in the rap game know that Kendrick Lamar is a problem, bro. Yeah. Y'all remember in the interview, Drake was like, "Well, I didn't think Kendrick. I didn't think." Even with Angie Martinez, he was like, "Yeah, if anybody else called me out, but not Kendrick." I'm waiting for somebody else to call me out. Nah, Ninja. Not this time, Ninja. You're following through.
And well that Lamar is not murdering me on any platform. So when that day presents itself, I guess we can revisit the topic. Looking back now, that quote carries a different energy. As Kendrick Lamar's career exploded and began challenging Drake's position, it kicked off a decade-long battle of subliminal disses between the two, one that continued to bubble just beneath the surface. While there's no need to break down every subliminal, fast forward to the late 2010s. Kendrick was on hiatus following the success of Damn, And during that time, Drake took several indirect shots poking at Kendrick's silence. Then came First Person Shooter, a track featuring Drake and J. Cole where they referred to themselves as the greatest of all time. That line pushed things further. Kendrick answered back in a big way. He appeared on Like That.
Bruh, Drake and J. Cole thought they was on top of the world with that video. Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the super. No. That say, nigga, you better calm, nigga. You better calm down with that shit, nigga. Yeah.
A track with Future and Metro Boomin, and he didn't hold back. His verse directly called out Drake, making headlines instantly. Kendrick's bars included, "Mother F the big three, it's just big me, I'm really like that." He added, "Your best work is a light pack. Prince outlived Mike Jack. For all your dogs getting buried, that's okay. With all these nines, he gonna see Pet Sematary." The verse set the internet on fire. Fans, critics, and artists couldn't stop reacting. There was no chance.
AI trying to rap the lyrics, man. AI. Nah. Just stay in your lane. Just do the documentary, man. Don't be trying to rap no lyrics. You ain't that advanced yet, boy.
Chance Drake could let it slide, so he fired back. His response came in the form of push-ups, a leaked diss track where Drake mostly targeted Kendrick, but also threw.
That could Dennis. That could my man Dennis, boy. Look at Dennis. Look at that look. Nah, y'all can't even see it. Hold on. That could Dennis, boy. That could Dennis. Look at Dennis' ears. Look at Dennis' ear. Look. He said, "I don't care about that goddamn shit. I don't care about that shit. Care about that." Hey, Dennis, what do you think about Not Like Us, man? I don't give a damn about that shit. Dennis got on that turtleneck, boy. Word, he's bond. Dennis got that turtleneck on. You can't tell Dennis nothing. He probably got his little flask, you know what I'm saying? Got a cigar. Ready to go hop in his limousine. You know what I mean? Look at Dennis. My man Dennis, boy.
Jabs at several other artists.
Yeah.
Drake's bars included, "How you big stepper with a size 7 men's on?" He followed that with, "Maroon 5 need a verse, you better make it witty. Then we need a verse for all the Swifties." The track was loaded with jabs signaling that Drake wasn't backing down. Despite all this, Drake claimed that, like that wasn't what started the conflict. It was simply the public escalation of a feud that had been brewing behind the scenes for years. The subliminals dating back a decade confirmed that the tension had long been there. But Kendrick wasn't the only artist in Drake's crosshairs. The Weeknd also became a target in push-ups. Their falling out has played out in public for years, sometimes quiet, sometimes explosive. But now, with The Weeknd appearing prominently on Future and Metro Boomin's albums and dropping lines that clearly targeted Drake, the rivalry came roaring back to life. Their relationship began over a decade ago. In 2010, Drake discovered The Weeknd's music and was quickly drawn in. They met in 2011, and Drake played a huge role in introducing The Weeknd to a larger audience. The two collaborated heavily, and The Weeknd even contributed writing to 4 tracks on Drake's Take Care album. At the time, their partnership looked promising. In 2012, Drake said he wanted to continue being involved in The Weeknd's career and expected that respect to be mutual. Drake once said in an interview that as far as paperwork goes, everything with The Weeknd was being handled. But he made it clear what mattered more to him. "What counts to me is the fact that the affiliation is known, and that's all I really care about." It was obvious. Drake wanted The Weeknd signed under OVO and had expressed that sentiment on several occasions. In his words, "This is forever." But that vision started to crumble when The Weeknd signed a deal with Republic Records in September 2012. That move seemed to catch Drake off guard and left him feeling blindsided. On Twitter, he posted, "You won't get away with just a thank you. You owe me a favor." While things on the surface seemed to continue as normal, fans could sense the tension building behind the scenes. A typical Drake disagreement doesn't always look like full-blown beef. Instead, it's often hidden in subliminals, lines dropped into verse.
Yup, I'm telling you. Everything he do is a subliminal. Y'all just seen the little breakdown with the Nita Mac Swin. He was picking on the lady. He turned that lady into a doll. Turned that lady into a straight-up doll baby.
Quiet disses tucked in tracks, while interviews stay friendly. That's exactly how things looked until 2013, when The Weeknd did an interview with Complex. In it, he shared that the songs he contributed to Drake's Take Care were originally intended for his own House of Balloons project. He didn't say it with bitterness, but the tone suggested some regret. He was asked directly if people were right to think they had fallen out, and he replied, "No, that's not true, but it makes sense. The thing about Drake is, I told him what my decisions were going to be, and he was down with it from the beginning." Even though both artists insisted they were on good terms, there was a noticeable edge in their story.
Bro, why you had to throw this photo in there, man? That's wild. That's nasty work.
Especially around Take Care and The Weeknd not joining OVO. Then in 2015, The Weeknd gave another revealing interview to Roll.
I'm telling you, y'all, it's getting serious. That AI about to start taking over, man. Y'all, listen, it's the reason why all these rappers is walking around with masks on. They want to get you accustomed to not looking at natural faces. That's when they're going to start pushing that AI, just like with the YouTube, just like what I do. They want to get you accustomed to listen to this. Notice, they push these channels, these AI channels, they push these joints. Because then that's what that's going to do is that's going to get the content creator on up out of it because you're going to be so accustomed. Not even you. They talking about they focus on the next generation. They get them accustomed to listen to these robots and stuff like that. Now you ain't going to be able to tell the difference. And then YouTube, they just going to start doing their own thing. Like, yo, they going to have their own AI channel. Trust me, YouTube got some channels out there. They got a lot of channels out there.
Rolling Stone saying, "I gave up almost half of my album. It's hard. I will always be thankful. If it wasn't for the light he shined on me, who knows where I'd be?" He continued, "Everything happens for a reason. You never know what I would say if this success wasn't in front of me now." So, while he admitted it was difficult to give those tracks away, he still appreciated Drake's early support and the massive exposure it gave him. Things cooled down for a while. By 2017, both artists appeared at each other's shows, signaling that any past tension had been resolved, at least publicly, but that peace may have been short-lived. Rumors swirled that Drake had started dating The Weeknd's ex, Bella Hadid. That speculation alone was enough to stir up talk of new tension. Then Drake posted a throwback photo related to Take Care, and someone commented, "The Weeknd wrote the entire album." Drake responded fast. Abel co-wrote on Shot for Me in Practice, obviously featured on Crew Love and The Ride, and that's it. There's 20 songs on that album. Don't try me. Things escalated when Kanye accused Drake of sneak dissing him on Sicko Mode and allegedly threatening his family. From there, the petty back and forth only intensified. In 2023, Drake sampled Kim Kardashian, Kanye's ex-wife, on his song.
You see how these guys, they're so accustomed to beefing with each other and then being back friends, beefing with each other, then being back friends. Dot said, nah, I don't play like that. I don't play like that. If it's up, it's up. We ain't even about to play like that. Dot said, I guess I got some healing to do. But that ain't normal, man. You sitting up there beefing with somebody, beefing for the world to see, then you're friends, but you keep on doing it over and over. If you're going to be friends, be friends. If you're going to beef, just stay out of each other's way, man.
Song Search and Rescue, reigniting theories that Drake and Kim had something going on behind the scenes. While those dating rumors were never confirmed, fans noticed Kim showing up at Drake concerts. Lyrics in his songs fueled speculation, and Kanye definitely wasn't pleased. Over the years, Drake dropped countless subliminals while Kanye went on rants calling Drake out by name. Initially, Kanye wasn't going to be included in this current saga until he jumped into the mix with a Like That remix. In the remix, he rapped, "It's a rap for people. Where's Lucian? Serve your master. You caught a little bag for your masters, didn't you? Lifetime deal. I feel bad." That was a direct shot at Drake's deal with you.
And now you back on Drake Right. Kanye is so confused, bro. He's so mad. It's like you about to lose all your fans, bro. You about to lose all of them. You spiraling. You spiraling.
Universal Music Group and Lucian Grange, calling out the power structures behind Drake's career. It also mirrored what Drake once said about Kendrick dropping songs for the sake of top. In a full circle moment, Kanye inserted himself into a war that just keeps expanding. And with Kanye back in the ring, people are now wondering, when will Pusha T jump back in? And J. Cole, unfortunately, got caught in the crossfire too. Both in
Hey, Pusha T getting that McDonald's and that Arby's money, boy. He ain't got time for this shit. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Pusha T getting that. We love the beat. But I shouldn't say that. But yeah, Pusha T getting that McDonald's money, boy. Yeah, he got them little quotes for them restaurants and all that. Arby's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
In lyrics and memes posted by Drake, fans started speculating if Cole had switched sides after he appeared on We Still Don't Trust You, featured on the song Red Leather. But Cole's verse had nothing to do with the beef. It didn't contain any disses or subliminals. Timing may have caused confusion, but it's important to note, Drake and J. Cole were just on tour together when the album dropped. Their collaboration on First Person Shooter and their public support of each other makes it unlikely there's real beef. Another artist fans speculated about, Travis Scott. Like Cole, Travis also featured on We Don't Trust You. His verse was clean, no shots at Drake, but a video surfaced showing Drake mock shooting a Travis Scott cardboard cutout during his show. Some fans ran with it, saying it was disrespect, but context matters. Drake was performing one of their collaborative tracks, and he had been doing that bit the entire tour. In fact, on his leaked diss track Push-Ups, Drake actually gave Travis a shout out, making it clear that whatever fans thought, there wasn't any issue there. The Travis rumors seem like a reach. One artist who might actually have light tension with Drake, Navigation After Like That dropped and Rick Ross unfollowed Drake. Nav also hit the unfollow button. Drake then posted a cryptic Instagram caption, I'm picking up, I'm in Turks, Lil Baby, referencing a bar from Nav's track Turks. Whether that was shade or coincidence remains unclear. Nav didn't appear on either We Don't Trust You album and hasn't spoken publicly on the matter. So for now, the situation remains a mystery. Still, one thing is undeniable. Drake has stirred up a lot of friction in the music industry. Whether it's rooted in business, personal relationships, or ego-driven competition, more and more artists are stepping into the ring. The question now is, how far will it go? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown.
And this is how Drake is a clown. I ain't even gonna say he went from GOAT to being a clown, but it seems like he likes the attention. That's what I think. Because ain't no way you're going to keep throwing yourself out there knowing that everybody's watching and what everybody is saying about you, you still keep painting your fingernails. You still keep doing the duck lips all in the videos. You still posting these IG clothes on with like 8 layers on. But you need to get away from top 5. I tell you that. You need to get away from top 5. Y'all let me know what y'all think of the video, man. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.